All right. Good morning again, everyone, from the National Weather Service in Raleigh. This is your routine, but actually anything but routine, weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. And this briefing covers the 18th through the 23rd of January. So let's go ahead and jump right into something that the key points today, the weather maps I like to show. Thanks to high pressure, we are going to have some nice weather today and tomorrow. But look what's lurking just to our west, this cold front. And that cold front, which I'm going to highlight right here, is going to move through on Thursday. So again, beautiful weather today, albeit seasonably chilly. Nice tomorrow, but then Thursday that cold front moves through, and when it moves through, it's going to be rain with the front. Okay, so that front will be accompanied by rain. It will warm up enough ahead of that front to make sure that all the precip on Thursday with the front is rain. Okay, so unfortunately, any attempts to do any kind of pre-treatment, brining, that sort of thing, I don't know how effective that would be because of the rain. Just mentioning that, but anyway, once that front passes by to our east, you'll notice. Look behind the front. There's some mixed P types there, some snow. So there is potential that before the rain ends, late Thursday night, it could change to some light snow, with maybe a light coating of snow Thursday night. Doesn't look like that first opportunity will be a whole lot of snow or a big weather maker. But the weather maker that is going to be more notable will be this area of low pressure. This front is going to stall. So Thursday's front's going to stall off the coast. And then there'll be several waves of low pressure. Here's one. Here's another one over the panhandle of Florida. So there's these waves of low pressure along this cold front. Okay. And then with the front already to our east, we're on the cold side of that front. So that means, the precipitation that falls associated with that low pressure moving along the front, there's a pretty good chance that it will be snow if the low is further offshore, or if the low makes it further closer to the coast, that could be freezing rain. So right now, snow or freezing rain is on the table for this event Friday. Unfortunately, remember that second low that I pointed out over the panhandle of Florida seen on that Friday panel? That will also move up along that front. So there'll be another wave of low pressure along the same front on Saturday, and that could bring additional rain or wintry mix to central and eastern North Carolina on Saturday. So anyway, it's going to take until late in the weekend or maybe even Monday before all of that pushes to our east and exits. So anyway, that's the way this particular system shaping up. Now, while I do not and am not able to show amounts, okay, I'm not able to show amounts at this point in time because we don't know whether it's going to be all snow, all freezing rain, or a mixture of freezing rain and snow. But what I can tell you is that the precipitation amounts, whether they're freezing rain or snow, right now appear to be highest in this brown area on this map. Okay, so that yellow is not showing up on the yellow, so I apologize that my highlighter is not working. But anyway, where you see brown on this map, that's where we think the moderate impacts will occur. And again, this is further east than last week's storm. Remember, last week's storm, the worst of the impacts was basically from just east of Charlotte, almost up to the Highway 64 corridor. And the Triad region had mostly snow and sleet with several inches. And the mountains really got hit hard. With this particular event, that bullseye, so to speak, will be shifted east. The thing I just don't know right now is how far offshore the coastal low will track. And that will then determine whether it's snow or freezing rain or maybe even sleet. I think it's fairly safe to say if it ends up being freezing rain, let's say there's freezing rain in that brown area. Okay, then on the northwest side of that will more than likely be snow. So I think either way, I think Greensboro, your snow, Person County, your snow, Randolph, Davidson County, your snow, Stanley County, you're probably snow. Even if it's lesser amounts. The question again is, in that brown area, is it all snow or is it freezing rain? Regardless of which type it is, it's going to be, a decent amount of it. So if it's heavy snow, well, that obviously creates its own set of problems. If it's freezing rain, it could be, the amount of freezing rain that would bring trees and power lines down, and that creates a problem. Either way, we think the greatest impacts will be basically along I-95 and to the east and to the west of it, about 50 miles either side of it or so. Okay, so that's the best I could tell you right now, is that brown area will probably have the greatest impacts. All right. Okay, so back to the typical slides we normally show. This is the precipitation amount. This does not mean what kind of precipitation. This is basically the equivalent amount of liquid. Okay, liquid equivalent. So dry today, dry Wednesday, Thursday, that darker shade of green, that's a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch. That's going to fall mostly as rain. So 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of rain. Now Friday, what you see there, that first shade of blue, 1/2 to 3/4 inch, it's probably going to fall either as sleet, snow, or freezing rain. Okay, and regardless of which type that is, that's a lot of liquid equivalent. So we're talking a fairly heavy amount of something frozen or freezing. Okay, so anyway, unfortunately, that's the way that's shaping up. And then Saturday, again, we'll have to keep our eye on that second wave of low pressure to see what, if anything, that gives us on Saturday. When you add up the 5 days worth, we've got some decent, what that will help to do is to eliminate some of the drought situation. Well, not eliminate it completely, but basically put a big dent in it. Okay. No severe thunderstorms expected the next several days, and no flash flooding expected. Looking further down the road, the 8 to 14 day outlook, we're locked in this cold pattern. So odds favor that next week, so next work week, will continue to be colder than normal. And but fortunately, it looks like the storm track may shift to our south during that same time. So right now, the odds favor that next week, again, once we get past Friday and Saturday, that thereafter it looks like it'll be cold, but more on the drier side. So anyway, but obviously that could change too. So we always need to keep in touch. All right, and keep up to date. That is. All right, so wrapping it all up, dry today and Wednesday. Cold front accompanied with some rain will move through central North Carolina on Thursday. 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of rain, liquid. The rain may briefly change to snow before ending Thursday night, with the potential for maybe a light coating of snow accumulation. Then the front will stall offshore Thursday night. A wave of low pressure will move northeast along that stalled front, spreading a wintry mix of precipitation across much central and eastern North Carolina Friday and Friday night. Yet another wave of low pressure will move along the same front Saturday, and that'll bring some additional weather. Whether it's, maybe it warms up enough by then to be rain, or maybe it stays cold and it's a wintry mix. We're not sure yet for Saturday, but definitely there could be some additional precip on Saturday. So clearly, residents of central North Carolina and eastern North Carolina, obviously, should prepare for another period of wintry weather and possible weather hazards and impacts during the Thursday night through Friday time frame. Okay. Travel will likely be hampered during this time. And if the precipitation type, that's what we mean by P-type. When you see P-type, that means precipitation type, ends up being more freezing rain than snow, then down trees and power outages will occur. Again, remember that brown area I showed you. Okay, so you'll want to stay tuned to weather.gov/Raleigh for updates. And again, now's the time to get ready for this next wave of wintry weather. So that's what I have for Today's briefing